Neenah Rockets All Access on Zaleski Sports is presented by Security Health Plan. SecurityHealth.org is your portal to find your plan, a doctor, prescription tools, and more. For 24/7 access at your fingertips, visit SecurityHealth.org.
After their dominant road win at Marshfield, the girls' team opened Fox Valley Association play against an Appleton North team looking to improve upon last year's 8th place 5-13 conference record. The Lightning proved their toughness and nearly pulled the upset. Leading scorer Rowan Klesmet was out sick, so Alyssa Ebel slotted into the starting lineup and provided 7 points and 5 rebounds. The Rockets' X-factor was sophomore Sydney Mikulkavich having the best game of her high school career, supplying a team-high 15 points and 6 boards off the bench as she went 4 for 8 from three-point range.
Trouble when we typically give up those corner threes or when we are, we get on the hip and the girl drives in, some help's got to come. What is she going to do? She kicks it out then, all right? So again, yes, we want to help and take the layup away, but we can be a little tighter on making sure we contain that ball and keep the ball in front and be square to her, all right? When we do that, good things happen, okay? Coach, is anything else there? Struggled a little bit a few times last night against the pressure, especially along the baseline. Now, again, that was more underneath the hoop play, but again, or one of those, and then also against a 3-up situation, all right? So what we want to work on is this. Don't be predictable. We got a little predictable in crunch time.
Neenah pulled out the 1-point road victory against Appleton North, 55-54.
Nice job. Good. Take it down. Come, Ken. Look up. There you go. There you go, Izzy. Nice. Good, Iz. There we go. Take it out down there. Good. Nice.
The Rockets now turn their attention to one of their greatest rivals, Hortonville Polar Bears. The two squads split their meetings last season, each team winning on their home floor.
Hortonville will run some 1-3-1. They pulled it out quite a bit last night against Kimberly, all right? So Kimberly was up 8 to 12 points most of the first half. They went to this, their defense got a little more aggressive. Hortonville made a few shots, tightened the game up, all right? They're gonna put pressure on it, they're gonna force it to a side. You pick up your dribble in corner, wing area, up on top even, they're gonna trap you hard. They will even trap middle, which is kind of dicey because you got a lot of options to pass it to. So again, okay? You got this, you're good. There you go, good. Nice find, good. Good cut, Ken. Look, nice, good, square up. Pop that lip. Nice, Ken. Good, there we go, nice job. Nice, good rip through. Nice, space. Short corner, short corner, short corner, short corner.
Hortonville has won 4 of the last 6 in the regular season, with Neenah winning the lone playoff matchup in that time, a 2024 sectional final.
Good pop, nice work, good job.
On a snowy night at Neenah High School, Hortonville's here for 2 as we get set for a varsity doubleheader. The girls' matchup is up first, with the 3-1 Rockets hosting the 1-1 Polar Bears. Coach A.C. Clothier's Polar Bear team is in their first season without 3-time first-team All-State guard Rainey Wilson, now a freshman at the University of Maryland. Junior Carden Pepler, a UW Green Bay commit, and classmate Maddie Springer lead the team in scoring through their first 2 games. Senior leader Rowan Klesmet missed the Rockets' win over Appleton North, but returns for tonight's face-off between 2 of the top teams in the Fox Valley Association. Celia Gentile with the ball in the corner. She drives with her left into the lane, bounce pass, finds Ellie Buss, and Buss will open the scoring, putting the Rockets up 2-0. Senior forward Julianne Martin with the ball for the Polar Bears. She swings to Maddie Springer. Springer drives baseline, finds her teammate Paige Clausen open for three, and Clausen takes the lead for the Polar Bears. Neenah comes back with a triple of their own. Ellie Buss from the right wing. She's got 5 early in this one. The Rockets in transition here. Celia Gentile finds the freshman Farrah Danforth, and Danforth finishes. 2 Polar Bears off the bench connecting here as Morgan McCodlow finds Grace Rise on the back cut. Izzy Malloy with the steal. She finds Celia Gentile, and Gentile, the state champion track star, finishes through the contact. The Polar Bears force a steal of their own. It's Carden Pepler swiping the ball and finding her teammate McCodlow down the floor to tie things up at 9. With the Rockets facing full court pressure, it's Danforth finding Klesmet open on the right wing, and she buries the 3. Buss swings it to Mikulkavich, and Sydney, fresh off her 15-point game, takes it hard at the hoop and draws the foul. Top of the key, it's Klesmet, jab step, shakes off Clausen, and the three-pointer finds Nylon to take a 15-13 lead with 6 minutes left. With under 4 minutes to go, the steal forced by Mallory Werner. She kicks it out to Pepler, and Pepler's shot is good from outside the arc. The Polar Bears get a defensive stop, and on the other end, it's Maddie Springer with the left-handed layup to pull them ahead by 1. Down the stretch in a back-and-forth first half, Ellie Buss's corner 3 is no good. Izzy Malloy with the offensive rebound, and she gets the putback bucket. Malloy now coming off the screen from Danforth. She drives and finds Danforth in the corner. She hits a long 2 to give the Rockets a 3-point halftime lead.
They've missed a bunch of those. We don't want to rely on them missing. We got to take it away. It starts with that, okay? Fight that to get square. Don't give her that easy drive into the lane or easier drive in the lane.
On the on-ball screen, they are blitzing, right? So again, talked a little bit about yesterday. Before the blitz, there's a couple of options. We worked on that little slip right here. You have to make that bounce pass here. If you don't make that bounce pass here, you have to dribble and work through that blitz and get this swing pass right here. Once this swing pass is right here, 2 options. We either feed that into Farrah Alyssa right away, or we let her go sit. This is wide open. Again, a lot of our tougher half-court possessions, way too many dribbles right now and a lot less screens, okay? They have good ball pressure. We talked about that. Everything is up here.
The ball screen is going to work once in a while, but if we do it every time, it's not good. Especially, and we've done it every time. So. What's on? No, I was saying, no, just switch it up a little. Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Back. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hortonville's first basket of the second half, just like the first, it's a Paige Clausen 3, and that knocks the game up at 23. Carly Baltus, needing some help from a teammate, finds it in Farrah Danforth in the corner. Gentile fills Danforth's spot in the post and finishes. Later on, tied at 25, Klesmet kicks to Danforth, and the freshman shows her range from the top of the key. It's Alyssa Ebel taking the pass at the free throw line. She turns, drives, and scores. Rockets get a stop on the defensive end. Izzy Malloy grabs the rebound, and on the break, she finds Carly Baltus. Baltus to the hoop, gets fouled, and she would split a pair of free throws. Julianne Martin comes off the screen and connects on a right wing three-pointer to pull the Polar Bears within 7. Rockets now up 6. Feed it into the low post. It's Alyssa Ebel, draws the help defense. Her pass to Klesmet, and the senior hits the floater. Following possession for Hortonville, McCodlow takes the dribble handoff from Pepler and scores. Neenah responds in turn, as again it's Gentile filling the low post and finishing. The three-pointer from the corner from Mallory Werner pulls the Polar Bears within 4, but they finished 5 for 30 outside the arc. Klesmet's free throw puts the Rockets up 6, but again, it's McCodlow and Rise connecting, this time with an outstanding bounce pass into the lane. Hortonville calls a timeout with 24 seconds left, down 4. Gentile's final free throw puts the Rockets up 54-47, and that score would hold for the final, as Neenah takes the hard-fought victory in a tremendously physical game. Gentile led all scorers with 13 points and finished 5 for 5 from the stripe. Rowan Klesmet had 12 points and 9 rebounds in her return to the lineup, while Ellie Buss and Farrah Danforth finished with 11 points and 6 rebounds each.
Alright, so again, every time you're on the court, you're on the bench, whatever, we celebrate as a team. Alright, we get it. Sometimes more of you'd like to play more. We get it. But at the end of the day, you want the team to do the best we can. Alright, in any situation, we're going to bust our tail and try to make sure we make that work as best we can. Love the way that you fought. Love the way that you got after it. Love the way you competed the entire game. Coaches.
Yeah, great job. I feel like you're aggressive, and then even some learning curves there again, but being adaptable and coachable, that's fantastic. So, nice job.
Yeah, I just want that top of it. It was a really physical game. It was fast as well. Just again, just a really good learning moment for us. I didn't get 70, but how about C's clutch free throws?
Alright, okay. Hey, good work. Way to battle. Hey, great week. Open up the FBA 2-0. Alright, have a good night. Hell of a week. Rockets, 1, 2, 3.
Hortonville's not 18 points worse than West Appear. There's a lot of guys last night, similar to a lot of you last Wednesday, first varsity basketball experience last night, okay? How much better did you juniors feel? How much better was last night than last Wednesday? A lot better, lot better, lot better, lot better, okay? So they're gonna have the same improvement from last night to Friday night. They're gonna be up. Expect something, they're gonna do something different, okay? They're either gonna press us, trap us, play zone against us. They'll bring out something that they didn't do last night. Last night for them was, let's see what we got and get comfortable. Okay, they're gonna improve a ton from last night to Friday night. They're gonna come in ready to play. If you think for a second that we can just show up and win Friday night, you are sadly mistaken. We owe those guys. They beat us twice during the regular season last year. We owe them for the football guys. We owe them. We started slow. This is the timeout where I'm mad, hitting the clipboard, we gotta play. Now we gotta go the rest of the game. We need to come ready to go. We gotta show up ready to fight every time we come here. We gotta show up ready to fight. One fist, 1, 2, 3.
One fist. The boys Rockets team is looking to take the second half of tonight's twin bill against a Hortonville squad that beat them twice last year. Neenah gained a measure of revenge by eliminating the Polar Bears from the playoffs for the second straight year, but they want to end Coach Matt Hintz's program's 2-game regular season win streak tonight. Hortonville lost 3 starters to graduation, including first-team All-FBA guard Riley Miller. Also gone from last year's team is talented big man Ethan Joling, who transferred to IMG Academy for his senior season. They will rely on their perimeter scoring and the leadership of senior guards Aiden Sweeney and Max Chan.
And to the sideline for your Neenah Rockets, and center 6'9", senior number 4, Rob Taylor. And forward 6'2", junior number 5, Chase Nix. And guard 6'1", senior number 11, Nick Schultz. And forward 6'2", senior number 21, Cal Jungle. And guard 6'1", junior number 23,
Neenah bounced back from their season-opening loss to Brookfield East with an 84-59 win over Notre Dame Academy. They'll look to build off that performance in tonight's FVA opener. An over-the-back foul gives Neenah a second chance on their first possession. They get the ball into the low post, and it's Roan Caper backing down his defender before a Polar Bear miscommunication allows Chase Mitz to break free for the first points of the game. The first half was a low-scoring start as spacing issues and turnovers stalled the Rockets' offense. Out of the timeout, Matthias Charles with a steal. He crosses over on his defender, takes it to the hole, and gets fouled. Neenah able to get into the bonus with 10.5 left, but only attempted 6 free throws in the first half. Nick Schultz driving into the corner. He gets trapped, and the ball is ripped from him by his fellow number 11, Jaden Van Handel. In transition, Noah Rint finds Kellen Pavich open for the left wing 3, and he buries it. The Rockets would answer as this time Schultz from the corner finds Cal Juckum at the top of the key, and he hits a three of his own. Trey White fights for the offensive rebound, kicks it to Juckum, and this time he's on the assisting end as Roan Caper knocks down the three. On the break, it's junior Jackson Rint with the fadeaway jumper. Blake Idol dishes to Roman Glad, who immediately hands it back, and Idol connects from long range. Roan Caper again facilitating from the low post. This time it's Charles finishing with the left hand. On the ensuing possession for the Polar Bears, Aiden Sweeney with the baseline drive and the nifty reverse layup. Noah Rint with a head full of steam, and Trey White puts his body on the line, drawing the charge. Bazaris no good on the shot, and after an extended battle for the rebound, Blake Idol slips behind the defense and puts Hortonville up 19-14. Trey White, the senior, continues his solid first half by going 2 for 2 at the line and pulling the Rockets within 3. Hortonville playing for the last shot of the half. Idol finds Sweeney, he drives the lane, kicks Pavich, rotates it to Noah Rint, and Rint hits the near buzzer beater to give Hortonville a 22-16 halftime lead.
Don't give up threes to number 2. Make him be a player, okay? All right, we can, if they're going to inbound it way up here, the minute he starts, we got to come and get a good track there, okay? All right? Our defense has to help us out here, because our offense is bad. We need the defense to get hands on balls, to get rebounds and goal. We have to be able to create some easy stuff for ourselves. What's this? 1, 2, 3. What's this?
Colton Fleege gets the Rockets going in the second half as a nice screen by Caper springs him for the layup. He would follow that up with a breakaway layup off a steal. Neenah would score on their first 4 possessions of the half, including this nice bounce pass from Nitz to Caper. Matthias Charles, just like he did in the first half, crossing over on a defender, driving into the lane, drawing the foul. He would make both free throws to cap off a 25-5 run to open the half that included 4 Hortonville turnovers. Brooks Marmon with the layup to pull the Polar Bears within 12. But Charles would answer as once again he drives into the lane, and this time no trip to the line is needed as he hits the jumper. Juckum missing the pass to Fleege. Charles picks it up. This time his shot no good, but Fleege gets the putback. Noah Rint catches the Rockets defense sleeping and gets the transition layup. Hortonville would be held to only 13 points in the second half, including just 6 from the field. Nick Schultz on the break, finding Roan Caper, catches it under the basket, reorients himself, and puts the Rockets up 55-33. Juckum would add 2 more free throws as the Rockets win by 24. 10 different players scored, led by Caper with 11 and Charles with 10 off the bench. Neenah shot 50% from the field and 12 for 14 from the free throw line.
First charge of the year? Yes, sir. Asked you to be tougher in the second half. We were. They scored how many in the second half? 13. We had 5 kills in the second half. Okay. So that's good. Okay, good. Offense not great in the first half. Like not gonna lie. And then the second half, the difference, right? We have three turnovers in the second half. Or 4. So we had 8 in the first half. So that's right. A lot of shots that we missed out on. Okay, Colton got us going in the second half. First we get the layup, and you get a steal score, which allows us to set up the press. So just Nick, nice big 3 there. Okay, we got to build. We got to figure out a way to just come out better, run better offense in the first half, and we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there. And guys, like this is a big, right? Like tonight's a big win. I didn't sleep a lot last night. And I can go home tonight and be fired up, not sleep a lot, get up early tomorrow, go from 7 a.m. to 8 tomorrow night, stuff that. So, like, for us as coaches, right, this is the stuff, like, play. This is what we live for, right? Games, coaching, grinding, competing, trying to get better. Like, none of us is getting rich doing this. go on the road. That's where we really, like, we got to make our case. Like, when we go on the road, our defense and rebounding and our vape, they get on the bus with us and they get off the bus with us, and we're going to be right on. Right? Good job tonight. Get some rest. Behave yourself. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good job. Keep getting better. Keep getting better. One fist. 1, 2, 3. One fist.
Neenah Rockets All Access on Zaleski Sports is presented by Security Health Plan. SecurityHealth.org is your portal to find your plan, a doctor, prescription tools, and more. For 24/7 access at your fingertips, visit SecurityHealth.org.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.